We're gonna get some olive wood. We are in the city of Göcek. Göcek. It's right there. G-O-C-E-K. And the C in Turkish is pronounced like an English J, where the J in Turkish is pronounced like a sh, j, so sh. A little different. And we just saw some lumber here. I don't know what it is yet. Look at this, really cool. So you're gonna come in and make a big, beautiful table out of that. Lovely.
Is this the carrot?
I think it may be, Julia, based on the.
Okay.
No, I was looking at the bark. Yeah, I think it's carob, but I'm not sure. I thought carob was red though. So we thought we'd just stop and see if we could find something that we can't live without and want to make foods from. Looks like they do some beautiful work here. Very nice.
Nerede bir çekim yapabilir miyim?
Çeksin. Sıkıntı yok.
Flüt ustası o, kendi Amerika'dan geliyorlar da ağaçlara falan çok meraklı. Şimdi o bakmak istedi biraz burada.
Bak,
Sizden bilgi alabilirsek iyi
bu
olur.
ağaç 100 yılda çürüyen bir ağaçtır.
This tree has like over 100 years life when it gets.
Wow.
Yeah. Ne
What kind
ağacı?
of wood is it?
Bu kestane ağacı.
Kestane.
Chestnut.
Chestnut.
Chestnut. The wood.
Chestnut.
Chestnut. Okay.
Bunun içinde su yoktur. Kardan asidi vardır o yüzden.
Kardan asidi.
Kardan diyorlar ona.
Kardan. There's no water in it.
Yeah, it's dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bak şu gördüğün siyah noktaların hepsi asit.
Yeah. Here, you want to
It's
just
all
grab that?
acid that
He can be down.
black spots.
Onun içinde kurt girmiyor içine.
There was never worms in it.
Ah.
So there's acid coming out.
Can you ask him about? This is what I do.
Ben bunu yapıyorum diyorum. Hani değişik ağaçlardan yapıyorum. Bayağı pahalıya satıyor fiyatları. Çok ilgisini çekti, zaten bakmak istedim. Başka
Zeytin var.
zeytin mi var? There's olive trees too.
If you have all,
Yeah.
okay, so I would like to
Görebilir miyiz onu?
compare it with the other one. I'm quite interested.
Bunlar zeytin.
Ah, yeah.
You think our office is a mess? Our shop. Eekers.
This thick.
O kadar kalınlıkta, but smaller. Right?
No, we could cut. Yeah.
Oh, okay. O kadar kalınlıkta bir tane istiyor. You're gonna buy it and carry?
Zaten sakın
Yes.
uzun istemesin. Zeytinin uzun bir ağacı yok çünkü.
Ben dedim küçük istiyorsun ama büyükse de keseriz diyor. Çünkü onlar valize koyup götürecekler.
Anladın da ölçü kaç olur bunda?
Valizin ölçüsü ne kadar biliyor musun?
Yeah.
Şundan daha fazlası sığmaz.
1 metre.
Maybe.
Biraz daha az var.
1 metreden uzun bulamazsın bunu. Eğriye çıkıyor.
Yok küçük ol. It's okay if it's a small one, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would need
But it
to,
shouldn't be smaller than that.
then about like this. Yeah. Smaller than this. No, smaller than that.
Bu kadar büyüklükte olsa
70
70-80
80
santim.
santim. Ölçelim ya bir bakalım.
Yeah. Maybe.
Verin measure.
Look at all this. Do they sell the shavings, Batu?
Yeah.
The Look at these slabs. Beautiful slabs over here. Wonder which of you is coming home with us? Ooh, that's pretty. I wonder if this is the carob. Wow.
Wild grain is what I'm really looking for.
Buna ne deniyor Türkçe'de abi?
No, up here. This stuff here and
Buna
like
gıdak mı deniyor?
yeah.
Böyle hani daha bu tarz bir şey istiyorum diyor. Yani
Oradan çıkar zaten. Kendi
Tamam.
var bak.
He says it's gonna come out like that.
Bak şuradakiler gıdak bak.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. It's gonna come
Ooh,
out
yes,
when
evet.
Yeah.
Bak şu
Can
bak.
he
That
can
guy.
he
Bak
cut
şunlar
it for
gıdak
us?
bak. Bak şu.
Is this a burl right there,
Bak
friend?
şurada var.
It's
Bunlar
a
hep böyle
root burl,
keserken
yeah.
çıkıyor zaten.
When you cut it, it's all showing.
Oh, yeah.
Can he slice it for us?
Just a,
No.
Kesebilirsin değil mi? Yani
Tabii
How- how?
bunu zaten
like
keseceğim.
this.
yeah.
Evet.
Like this?
Yeah. So, yeah. maybe
Kaça kaç olacak?
How big is it? What are
2 inches thick.
2 inches thick. Santimetreye çevireyim şimdi. İnçi ben de bilmem de.
To get serious about this. Ooh.
Bu nerenin biliyor musun?
Yes.
Yanan yer var ya.
Öyle mi? They came from the place that had fire.
Orada biliyor musun bilmiyorum orman yandıydı.
Bu sene mi oldu?
O gece o 3 sene oldu o.
Ha,
komple.
about 3 years.
450 bin hektar yandı.
About 3 years ago there were really big fires and
And
that's
this
where
Bu
you came
orman
from the
yangınının şeyi.
deserted from the fires. You
Yeah.
can see
Bak
it.
şu siyah olanlar bak.
Yeah, that one's also.
this would be great.
The root burl?
5.10 santimetre falan diyor.
5.10 diye bir şey yok ki.
Kalınlığı. How?
5.9, 5.10 6 olur.
Doğru.
Yani 5.9 tamam.
Doğru. But you said 2 inches, but it's going to be about 5.
About 6 centimeters, 5-6 centimeters, yeah.
Bunu şeyi de hesaplasın, fazlalığını falan hesaplıyor herhalde.
Usta o ya hesaplıyor.
Sorayım bile.
You calculate the extras on top and stuff?
Extras on top.
Fazlalık derken
What?
üstündeki şeyleri.
You mean
Yok. Şimdi şöyle.
What's left,
Mesela
maybe?
Ben 18 bin lazımsa ben bunu 2,5'tan kesiyorum.
If you,
Yani fazlalığını.
he said, you sure that you're leaving some extra?
Evet.
I told him that you know what you're doing. Yes. Tamam 6 santimetre.
6. Şimdi 6'ya 6 mı oluyor?
6 and 6? Just square?
That'd be grand. That'd be great.
Yeah. Evet.
Right.
Just, you want it square like 6 and 6?
Actually, no. Just flat. Just 6 and slab.
Like slab like this.
6 santim kalınlığında.
Like this.
Yeah, like that.
Tamam.
How long do you want it like this?
17.
Probably like
Are you gonna be able to carry that?
Yok şimdi şöyle bunu ben keseceğim.
Under the
böyle.
suitcases.
Tamam mı?
It's gonna go under the
Bunları böyle
suitcases.
dilim yapıp bakacağım.
Tamam. O uzunlukta yapabilirsin değil mi?
Zaten o uzunlukta olacak ki.
Tamam. İyi. Okay. 6 centimeters wide.
Kaç tane olacak ondan?
You want one, right?
maybe one. We'll see. Maybe 2. Maybe dirt.
Belki
Ondan
iki
ne
de-
çıkarsa çıkaralım.
Whatever comes out of this, let's do it. This way. Okay.
Evet.
Tamam.
Ben şimdi keyifle başladığım zaman öteki benim dolap nerede kaldı diyor. Keyif kalmıyor.
How am I gonna get back to America?
He says no. He says that like it's a good thing you're doing like with joy and you love it.
Yes,
and
evet.
your passion.
Evet.
But we're not able to have this fun and joy because we're like kept we keep getting orders and stuff. We have to rush and just finish it. And
Yeah.
like if I start enjoying myself and just take it easy, I'm not gonna be able to finish all the orders. So
Right,
we
right.
have a
What does he make? Like tables?
Yeah.
yeah tables.
Mobilya Sanat Tarihi mezunuyum.
Öyle mi?
Uludağ Üniversitesi.
Yeah, he has a degree from
Let him know all of these are olive wood.
bunların hepsi zeytinden yapmış. Yeah, he has a degree from
Zeytin güzel çıkar.
whatever this place is called.
Wood.
Wood. Who's the professional?
Arborist.
Yeah.
Tree, like tree specialty.
yeah, tree
arborist.
specialty,
yeah.
yeah.
Arborist. He's an arborist.
Yeah.
Yeah. İyi o zaman onu şey yapalım.
Bu bölgede zaten bunu yapabilecek bir tek zeytinde yakalar o şeyi.
Ha.
Diğer kestanede falan yakalayamaz.
The other trees, the chestnuts and other stuff, you probably won't be able to do this kind of things, you say, in this area.
Right.
Only olive tree would work. So that's a good choice.
Yeah, I think maybe carrot too, but I don't.
Belki şey diyor, keçi boynuzu ağacı belki diyor.
İçi boynuz ağacı da burada kestirmezler onu.
Oh, they won't let you cut that.
Çok nadir.
No.
Dış budak.
Koruyorlar mı?
Dış budağı biliyor musun bilmiyorum. Dış budak ağacı.
Şeyde gördük, Kabak'ta gördük bir tane. Başka da çok bir yerde görmedik.
Dış budak. Ondan sonra ıhlamur.
Ihlamur.
Ihlamur çok yumuşaktır.
Linden.
Linden.
Ihlamuru da şeyde kullanıyorlar. Camilerin kulelerinde kullanıyorlar.
Öyle
Şey
mi?
yani. Bir daha iskele kurulamayacak yerlere yapıyorlar.
Ha.
Ihlamur çok uzun gidiyor ve işlemesi çok kolaydır. Oyması da çok kolay.
So, linden tree is easy to process. They use it on the mosque, on the minares. Yeah, make the steps and stuff like that. It's very fine tree, he says.
Yes.
Bir de koyu olarak en iyi gidecek ağaçlardan bir tanesi de ceviz.
In the
Antiklerde kullanılıyor.
in the darker trees, the best nut, best one is nut. What was the nut?
Walnut.
Walnut. No, not walnut. No. What?
Chestnut.
Not chestnut. No.
Ceviz mi?
Yok, fındık dedin değil mi sen? Ceviz mi?
Ceviz.
Oh, yeah, walnut.
Walnut. Yeah.
Fındığı düşünüyorum.
Hopefully. She's been sweet. She's been good.
This one's attention.
The world over, we put water on our wood.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
Çok güzel.
çok güzel.
Şeyi harika çıkıyor. Yani bunun ona da çok uygun. Yani burada en tek gidecek ağaçlar zeytin.
Yeah, this is the perfect choice to make that.
Yes.
Evet.
Yes. This will make a great food of the month.
Evet.
Gonna get some olive wood. A little bit. You can stop
Well,
occasionally.
then I figured you could edit out what you want to edit out. Is it, or is it, does it get too big?
I don't know.
You tell me.
It's probably.
In his natural element, right here. Yes. And here we see Brent in his natural habitat. That is going to be beautiful. And the charring is going to be good or not? I mean, what?
Oh, the burning is great. I like it because it burned for a couple of reasons. One, I hate the idea of cutting down a beautiful olive tree that's alive, but since it's burned, it's no problem. And here's planer makes the surface thickness the same, but a jointer makes the surface actually straight.
Oh my God.
Yep. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
That
Yep.
is gorgeous.
Yep.
Do you want to take, which one do you want to take?
We'll probably take all of these.
This piece in particular is going to be ridiculous.
Arkadaş. Bir gün bir yerde.
One day, somewhere, we'll meet again.
Bugün koloni olacağız biliyorsun.
Someday in future, we're all going to be big colony in the whole world. I believe.
Sınırlar
Evet.
kalkacak.
No
Evet.
borders, no like.
Hallelujah.
İnşallah. İnşallah.
Inshallah. Inshallah. God willing. God willing.
Çok teşekkürler abi.
Ben teşekkür ederim.
Atilla mı?
Atilla.
Atilla, Batu ben de. Memnun oldum.
I'm here at Batu Rai's home with his father, Bruxelles, and we've got the olive wood that we cut up. You saw just a few minutes ago where we were cutting it at the mill. And I thought, because we're coming back to the U.S. and olive is pretty heavy wood, that I would mark which ones we're going to be able to get flutes from, and then give y'all an opportunity to get a piece of this really precious wood. And just so you understand, in not just in Turkey, but in a number of different countries, olive wood is protected. And so you can't legally cut down an olive tree. I'm sure there's some ways that they allow people to take an olive tree down if they're building a home or something like that. I don't know what those laws are. But in general, you can't cut down an olive tree. This olive tree, as you know, was in a forest fire, and so so we do have the ability to cut this wood down. And so what I'm going to do is just make some marks of some different ones. So we'll get one really freaking awesome flute right here. And then we could get one that would be beautiful, but it won't have near the grain that the other will have. You can see this incredible grain coming through here. It's going to be really beautiful. You can see on the edge, it's just outrageous. Okay, so there's one. We'll call it A. I don't expect to get too many because there was some inclusions and whatnot in the wood. Yeah, this one's going to be a pretty good piece, but it's not going to be as awesome as this one. This A is going to be a really good one. This one's going to have to come out of right here. Batu.
Yeah.
I need that other. This isn't going to work. It's not dark enough. Hang on a minute. I'll be right back. Show them the wood. That marker was not quite marking very good, so I decided to get some a crayon and mark it so you could see it a little bit better. Hopefully you'll be able to see this better on the video. Okay, this one will be B.
Yazmıyor galiba Baturay.
Now, just so you understand, this is just rough sawn. This has not been planed yet. When this gets planed and sanded, this grain is going to just come to life in a huge way. This particular piece it'll be coming down this strip right here, so it has not quite as much color on one side, more on the other. That'll be B and A. This piece makes me really sad. We've got a lot of punk right in here that just is no good at all, unfortunately. However, on these edges here, fabulous, super. And so we've got one here. We got a flute that we'll get here.
Sonra onlara çay getirdim.
Ya git video çekimler falan.
That'll be C. So if you want a specific piece of wood, please let me know. As long as it hasn't already been sold, we'll go ahead and get you that piece of wood. And so C is going to come right through here. It's going to be very beautiful. And that'll be good for like a mid-range flute. Then we've got a really interesting piece right through here. And I'm actually going to take a little bit of the pith in. So this one's, I'm going to inlay where the pith is with some kind of mineral or metal, maybe sharpen that up. Okay, so right here, depending on what size flute we do, probably will have a little teeny bit. It might not, because the pith doesn't really go in all the deep right there. You can see it comes barely through the back. And because of how thin this one is, this is going to be the bandsaw. You may have seen in the video, the bandsaw did one of these numbers, and I don't think it had a sharp blade on. But at any rate, this piece will be great for probably mid A and higher. Might be able to get a G out of it. I need a US tape measure to check for sure, but it'll be really lovely. And so we'll call that one D. And you can see it's just beautiful grain all the way around. Sue?
Okay. Okay.
Sue?
Okay.
I got testicular. There's B. Okay. Now this one really is a doggone shame for me because it's got that pith running right through there, and it is just spectacular piece of wood, just spectacular. But we're still gonna get good flute from it, just not very many. The gentleman that we got this wood from, I don't know if the video shows it yet because I haven't been able to watch the video yet, but the gentleman he wanted us to take every single piece of olive wood because to him he was a botanist or an arborist. I want to put a little water on so y'all can see what we're talking about here. Just so you understand what I'm saying. Remember, this B was like maybe not as good as the A, but just look at these colors come out of this wood. I mean, we're talking magnificent. Most figured olive wood maybe I've ever seen. Just really, really, really beautiful. Is that coming through good on the video?
Yep.
Good. Okay, so let's see, C, D, this will be E. This could be used for joining with another piece from this piece of wood to maybe make a bass flute. It's a pretty thick piece. In fact, I'm gonna have to cut this right here, right there, and right there. We'll get maybe a head joint right there, and then up here we ought to be able to get an A and higher, and I think we'll just get one because this is pith right here, and so this one will come something like this. Like that. I'll have to cut that. My wife sees me using my teeth as tools, she'll kill me. Especially now as I'm here to get my teeth fixed. So teeth are no longer tools, Brent. Teeth are not tools. Okay, so it'll be right there. So the E, that'll be F, G, and I really think that F and G probably ought to be, I mean, we could get high flutes out of them, but we could also join them together and get even a low C out of them, some things like that. So, just again to show you just how spectacular we're looking at. That color. I mean, this wood is just awesome. Now, this wood came out, how do you say knife?
Bıçak.
Bıçak?
Okay.
Bıçak. Teşekkürler. Okay. And here, unfortunately, this crack goes all the way through. So this piece of wood is going to be cut right here. And then probably that's going to be okay. Yeah, so it looks like this would ruin the flute, but hey, Rocky Bay.
Nope.
Rocky wants to help. Rocky is my grandson, in case you're wondering. So we'll probably cut it right here, so I'll have a piece about that long. We can get down to a low E for sure out of this one. I have to check it out. was I on? E, F. Is this G? That one's G. So this is going to be H. And I think this one is going to be a premium piece as well. The piece will be right in here, right from that area here, but it has a lot of real interesting movement in that grain that's going to make for really, really gorgeous. Look at these. This movement here is going to just translate beautifully in the flute. So that's a real premium piece like A. That's going to be gorgeous. Any more? This one's quite thin. This is going to be A's and higher. For this side is going to be a little bit better, and we might get a few pieces out of this. We'll definitely get one right here. I'm only planning on really truly taking the very best of this wood, just because cost of shipping it back is high, and you know, here in Turkey, it just costs a lot to get back to the States. Okay, so we'll get one right here.
Kalem tıraş yapıyorum ya.
Something to work with. So we'll get one from right in here, and this will kind of come down, depending on what we do, somewhere in there, and then right through here, and then I'll probably pull like a head joint or a high flute out of right there, so that we have something else to join. Let's see, H, I, and J.
Hi.
Teşekkürler. Teşekkürler is thank you in Turkish. Teşekkür ederim, well, it might be more like thanks. And where teşekkür ederim is thank you more. Would that be correct, Batu?
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, so we got H, I, and J. Let's get a little water on here so you can see that. Again, spectacular, beautiful, beautiful colors. On the back, however, not so much. So I will be good down here. Make a beautiful high flute down there. We'll get some figure in this up there, and that head joint will be, it's kind of, the grain is kind of running out on it. So I don't know if we're actually going to use that piece. We may do something else with that piece.
Okay.
Is that it? One more?
Ah, sorry.
Oh, and then I've got a couple of little teeny pieces that we might be able to make head joints out of. Things like that. So these will make good head joints. I'm not going to bother marking them because we'll join them with other pieces if people want, like low C's. Might be able to do one base A out of all this, maybe. And I'm not sure yet what we're going to have to put for pricing on them, but the wood itself currently, it's not totally dry, as you saw in the mill the other day. It's been drying here on the deck. I'll get it back to Utah, and I'm expecting in my shop in Utah in the winter, I have a place that when we start heating the shop, it stays at like 90 degrees and higher, even 100 degrees up in this one particular corner that doesn't get very good air movement, and we use it as a kiln to dry our wood. And so I suspect we're going to need 3 months for the wood to dry, and then we'll be able to start making flutes from it. So flutes from this wood will be started in probably January, the end of January. We're going to go ahead and put some prices up for you on this. Maybe not in this video. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put it in the descriptions of the video, and it will be absolutely a first come first serve basis that we'll be able to harvest this wood. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll say 8 with confidence. I'll sell 8 blanks, 8 flutes from this wood. I may get one more, maybe if I get lucky in the way I'm cutting, I can get more than that, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be about 8 that we'll be able to make from this. So let me know if you're interested, and I would love to make a flute for you afterwards.